Stephen A. Smith is continuing his world tour when it comes to him talking about his beef with LeBron James. Yesterday, he just made a podcast appearance on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony, and he's going in on Bron, kind of repeating some of the same narratives that Russell Westbrook just came out with, calling LeBron fake, a fraud. He does one thing in front of him, then one thing behind the scenes. We're going to get into this today. We're going to break down some of the background too. I was going to make a video on this a few days ago, but then I felt like, it's a little bit played out. But then he went back and said something again. This is like 2-3 days after the Pivot podcast appearance, or at least the release of the Pivot podcast appearance. We don't know when it was filmed, but this is crazy. Let's get into the video.
Let me get to LeBron. I don't like his not a little bit. You do not understand the links this man would go to. This dates back more than a decade. I believe he's one way publicly, he's another way privately. You know, he might not be interviewed and he might not be quoted, but the things he says and the things he has said to people, it's gotten back to me. The things that he's tried to do, if it were up to him, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's some low.
So Stephen A is saying, and he's suggesting the same thing that Russell Westbrook was saying and suggesting, and that LeBron is fake. He's a fraud. He does one thing in front of you and then acts a total different way behind you. And he might even set up roadblocks for your career. Now, Stephen A has said this a few times, so he should just go ahead and come out and say which roadblocks he set up for him. But now he's about to suggest that the entire clip of him getting approached was staged. It was set up by LeBron James.
The day that he rolled up on me courtside, it was the day my contract was announced, that I had stayed with ESPN. Go back and look at the camera angles. I arrived there in the first quarter. He rolled up on me in the third quarter. This is 2025. We got technology everywhere. TNT is a nationally televised game. How is it we got one angle and the only angle you see was of him and his face, but you see the back of my peanut head? I know this, but I know a thing or two about camera angles. I determine them half the time. Yep. Do this angle, do this angle, do that angle. This is my business.
Now, Stephen A did not make a point there. That was delusion. And I'm going to explain to you why right now, pretty simply. This clip was posted on March 7th, 2025. Let me scroll down so you guys can see. March 7th, 2025. It was posted by Legend of Winning, Low, shout out to him. And it says, damn, LeBron stepped to Stephen A. Smith. We all seen this clip before. I'll play it a little quick. Right, so LeBron steps to him. So unless Low is working for LeBron James, this was not set up. There's multiple people. You can see other people here recording. If this angle didn't come out, there would have been a ton of other angles that came out and went viral.
I'll ask you straight up. Do you think you felt set up in that moment?
Damn right I did.
You thought he had somebody out there too?
Damn right I did.
Okay.
Damn right. That's how I feel.
Okay.
But no big deal. No problem. Because I go on the air the next day and I'm like, that's a dad reacting to his son. Happens on a Thursday. That's a Friday. That Saturday, Richard Jefferson is doing the game in Boston. He's still mic'd. He's working for ESPN.
So Stephen A. Smith is about to get into the beginning of this part of their drama, this saga of their drama, because according to him, they've been beefing his entire career, whatever. But they're going to explain it's because Stephen A. Smith went in and he was talking about LeBron James as a father and no longer as a basketball player. And he told this to Richard Jefferson, and it was kind of picked up on the mic, on the camera. The clip went viral. Everybody's seen it.
And we see LeBron say to him, yo, man, when he said as a father, I had it. So I'm thinking, oh, that's not about Bronny. That's about you. Okay, let's talk about you as a father from this perspective. Oh, he ends up getting drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. Congratulations, no problem. Oh, he ends up being there opening night, that father-son moment with Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. in attendance. I was there at the game, standing up clapping, no problem. It became a problem when this brother was in the G League, and then the next day, J.J. Redick decides to bring him in the first quarter and ask him to guard Tyrese Maxey. If you could literally feel or see somebody drooling at the mouth, give me the ball. That was Tyrese Maxey. It was a nightmare.
So Stephen A. is suggesting that the beef with LeBron did not necessarily start because he was questioning his parenting skills, but more he was questioning the basketball skills of Bronny. Now, let me know in the comments if you agree with that. I'm not sure about that. I believe it was more about the parenting part, but Bronny did get cooked in that game. Let's go over that real quick. So Bronny James torched by Tyrese Maxey in shaky return to Los Angeles Lakers. Tyrese Maxey had 43 points this game. I remember I was watching. He was definitely hunting Bronny as soon as he got in the game. Bronny struggled badly as he was torched by Tyrese Maxey. Anytime they remotely matched up during the Los Angeles Lakers 118-104 loss to the Philadelphia 76ers on Tuesday night. His box score wasn't any better. Bronny was scoreless for the Lakers, missed 3 3-pointers. They were bad misses too. I think a couple air balls. All 5 of his shots overall, and had 3 turnovers. Bronny had looked like he had been coming into some form. He played 15 minutes for the Lakers just 4 days after he dropped a career high 31 points for the South Bay Lakers of the G League. So he was lighting it up in the G League, but when he got up to Tyrese Maxey, I'm not gonna lie, he definitely got cooked.
And I'm like, you can't do that to him, but you also can't do that to us. We're the media. Now you asking us not to cover the game.
So now Stephen A is going to reveal the real reason why he has an issue with LeBron James all the way up until this point. It's not necessarily because he confronted him, but after confronting him, he didn't come on his show. Now, we've all seen this clip before. It's pretty old. It's LeBron James on the Pat McAfee podcast, and he talks about Stephen A. Smith going on a podcast tour. He calls it a Taylor Swift tour run, but pretty much a podcast tour, speaking about him. And I can't lie, Stephen A. is asked about LeBron James when he talks about him, so I'm going to throw him a bit of bail right there, but he is definitely not holding back on talking about LeBron James any chance he gets. Let's listen to this clip again.
Yep. Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, we're watching it.
Yep.
We're also,
Oh yeah,
you're seeing it as well.
No, he literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it. Yeah, sure. I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
You not to talk about that.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait till the video to drop so you can address it, it's your ass. Like seriously, and like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tidy whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance.
Like relax, bro. Like relax. Like seriously.
The last straw was not him rolling up on me on courtside. If you sat up there and said, yo, LeBron pissed off, he needs to talk to you man to man, and I was in New York, what would I do? I'd be on the next plane to LA. And then you gonna turn around and come on ESPN with Pat McAfee? You gonna come on my channel on a show that comes on after me just to dog me? Nah. And what you dogging me about? Be a man. Yo, I don't like him either. Cool. Nah, I have to protect my family. That's the narrative you playing. Yo, bro, when I tell y'all, you can't measure the level of how pissed off I have been over that. There is no level of disrespect that has ever been accorded to me in my life, more so than what he did. To try to paint me as somebody who would attack somebody's family, knowing I've never done it, I can't tell you how offensive I find that.
So do you believe that Stephen A is just defending himself because LeBron is putting the title of him attacking his family? Or do you believe that Bron is just being a bit sensitive because Stephen A has some criticisms of Bronny's game, and he's, like I said, being a bit sensitive? Just let me know in the comments below. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to talk about as well, too. If you like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and actually leave a like on the video. Appreciate you, man. Peace.